So,
All right, let's double check, make sure this live is working. I think we are live, gentlemen. Let's check it out. Go to the channel. Make sure I got this muted. And we are live. Heck yeah, let's go. Got the live going. Just hanging out on a day after Christmas hangout. Here on the 26th. Hope everybody's having a good day, good evening, good night, wherever you are. We got Mitchell, Key, Guru, Kurt, John in the building. John, I think went to go get his LMT, his little mini LMT. And I'm over here kicking it. Gonna run some minis out here in the garage. All my little trucks. Hit these little ramps in here and just have some fun messing around. Super cold out there tonight. So trying to stay warm. I think our temperature is about in the 20s right now, I think. Maybe 30. It says 32 and snowing, but I haven't seen any snow yet. I just went outside and looked. There's 95% snow at 8 o'clock, though. So in the next 30 minutes, we should be getting some. 95% coverage, 8 o'clock. Interesting. It'll be short-lived, though. Stuff will pass by quickly. Heck yeah. I did do a quick little video. I haven't shown my own stuff on my own live, but I did do a video I need to post. Just showing the final product for the Techno ET410.2. So I'll be dropping that here soon. And I did some speed testing today in the cold weather. So I was like, well, might as well go out in the front. And speed tested the 14T, the Reflex 14T. Speed tested, what else I speed tested? The Mojave 4S. And then I also speed tested, what else? Oh, the mini T 2.0 I made brushless. And they all did pretty well. Fun stuff.
Good stuff.
What's everybody else been up to today? Everybody have to work or anything?
I did not.
No, Kurt was at work, right, Kurt? Kurt said he had a long day. Still got some RC, and so the next said work.
It's been a rough day today. A lot of driving.
No driving, so you got stuck in the office?
Did a lot of driving.
drive on coast too.
Drove the whole coast. It was nice. Nice drive.
Drive an RCs.
Well, welcome in, Radioactive.
And I couldn't
You.
I brought a little car to go play in some of the turnouts out there, man, but it was all homeless filled, man. Sucked. What's up, Dwayne? How you doing?
What's up, Radioactive?
Radioactive scale. Yeah, what's up?
Finished video.
Let's see if I can go my.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. Oh. All right, now I can see what's going on here. What you been up to today, Radioactive? Let's grab a beer. I'm trying some new Sam Adams I haven't had before. I had one called Red Zone Lager. It's actually pretty good. We're gonna break out some mini trucks and jump them.
You gonna stop running into the front.
Let's see how this guy jumps. Grab. That's not with the remote. Maybe this one. All right, wrong remote. Go to the little 24 scale. This is the one I had sitting here. Not that one either, apparently. What's going on here? I'm not going crazy. This one's supposed to be for the buggy. Yes, I gotta rebind it. Or is this my
So
Well,
close, man.
black sky? So close, what happened?
Derp.
Yep.
Oh, you talking about this video?
Yeah. That's crazy.
1 stinking mile an hour.
Trying to break 100 or something?
Yeah, on 2S.
Oh, that's crazy.
I hit
100 on
99.
2S.
Yeah, right.
And that was almost actually it was a little over 7 seconds of wide open drop.
Wow. Wow,
And
that's a long time.
just would not give it to me. Wouldn't give it.
Like I said, welcome in, Derp.
Hey, Derp, how you doing?
What's up, Dirk?
Derp Von Franz, what's up?
Hmm.
Wouldn't give it.
So close.
Next time. Hopefully this weekend. Some nice passes though.
Yeah, that first one sounded like it took forever to wind up.
Yeah, I was babying it. That between that first and second one, there was really the between the 93 and the 96, there was really no changes or nothing. It was just basically how hard I ran it in.
Hmm.
Or how I, did the pass basically. I didn't run it out all the way at the top end, but I waited so long to get into it, in the beginning of it. So that's why it was a 93. And that same exact setup did the 96.
Hmm.
But I had to make changes to the car and the suspension and blah, blah, blah. And a whole bunch of fun.
You'll get it on the next one.
Hopefully.
You see Gap's pile of crap that he got for Christmas.
Holy crap, yeah, man.
Huh?
Christmas, man, for real. Well, holy shit, man. I want some of that stuff.
Just fucking ridiculous, man. But he buys that like on a Monday,
That's true.
you know,
That's true. I need that Gap money.
right?
I can't get it like that. So Mitchell, are you gonna post it or no?
Eventually. Eventually. In all honesty, I get tired of posting stuff and then nothing ever comes about of it. So I figured, let me just wait, make sure there's like an ending to it, and then, but it's there, done, ready, waiting. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got it loaded up and ready to go. You just got to flip it over to public.
Exactly. It's like, with speed running, it's like, say you hit 159 and you're going to go for 160 and the car burns down. Well, I'm tired of it. It's like, or, say this 100, say it never happens. Well, why post any of it,
Yeah.
Build everybody up and root for you to do nothing, I guess.
Let's try. Let's try this angle.
Just keep that.
Sticking on this side.
How does that look? Crazy. These things are nuts.
And I went to the hobby shop today. It was friggin' packed.
Everybody spend that Christmas money.
Hey.
Mm,
Better be watching them up in there.
I went there. Maybe the battery charger's not charging up,
Oh,
good enough on that Garmin. One guy said, "Oh, that's all you get is about 8 minutes." And the other guy said, "No, you should get about 20 minutes."
I'm telling you, that's what I was getting. I was getting close to 15, 20 minutes out of that thing. Stop.
And then it would slow down, right? It wouldn't just stop.
Yeah, it just slows down. It doesn't just die out. It didn't. My motor never got like smoking, scorching hot or anything either.
Yeah, mine Sarge just totally stopped. Like there was no electricity going to it at all.
That's
It's
why I said
crazy.
it sounded. That's why I said it sounded like low voltage, like it was set for lipo.
Yeah.
This thing finally stopped printing there, Keith.
Oh, really, Kurt? Wow.
That came out better than mine.
Ha ha! Don't fucking sell it.
You might get an all white one.
What color is it? What's the
That's white and black.
white and black?
Yeah.
Ah, you bastard.
I stopped it right at the right time too. Right where that cuts off, it went black.
Yeah, one
Sweet.
side of this guillotine just goes right perfect. The other one's I'm gonna be shaving on the fucking thing all night.
And what was
Use all
that
my
you
white.
just printed?
What's up?
What was that you just printed?
It's a MIP tool holder.
Uh,
Holds all your tools, you know, for like on your desk.
uh,
Took took a day and 6 hours to print that fucking thing.
You ever get another motorcycle, Kurt? I'll paint it for you. Painting of it.
oh boy.
What's next? What we gonna bash next?
Said it again.
I said, what we
Bash
gonna
my
bash
window.
next? Let's see. Let's bash the NJX Hypergo.
Brian, how you doing? Welcome in.
Well, whoever that is, Brian. Brian what?
Brian, what?
No,
North
that's
Rock RC.
North
What's
Rock.
up?
Welcome in, Brian. And welcome in, Brian.
Oh,
Some glue on it.
Damn.
Now, Kurt,
Get this set up.
is that what you call close on finishing up a print?
What? Oh yeah.
Because you just stuck whatever other roll up into there?
I know, that's why I shut this white off. I had that much left of the white before it went out. Ain't enough to do nothing with.
Yeah. You don't want it, send it to me. I'll do something with it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I probably will, Keith.
I like it when a plan comes together like
See
that.
how much I can get in that. I don't want to send too big of a box to start costing me an arm and a leg for shipping.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, let's pull the trigger. Pull the trigger. Some more parts. Get my MT10 back and running.
Oh, paint. Ah.
Let's heat this ship up.
Stupid fast now.
one more purchase for 2023.
Guillotine.
Doing
It
it.
was.
For you, Guru?
What the fuck?
Kurtz,
Oh,
What's up?
you got it too
Lieutenant.
tight.
Oh, what too tight?
No, I was talking to Keith when I said the too
It's-
tight thing. I
Oh,
said
It's
that's buying something else for 2023.
my last Amazon
it's
order.
pretty loose, Guru.
Before
I
the
just
year.
don't know why it's binding.
It's because the like you when you push it up and down, if it's a little bit pushed on one side, it kind of binds itself up corner to
Yeah, but
corner.
I put 2 pieces of wood in back here, so it wouldn't do that.
The side is what I'm saying.
Yeah, on the sides. Yeah. But it's still binding.
Oh damn, it's gonna take forever to
You
get.
can use my box cutter trick.
Mhm.
Box cutter.
oh man. Burp.
Put a t-shirt on. and deodorant.
And this one's violent in here.
Which one's this one?
Hyper go.
Oh, okay.
I turned down 75%.
Nice. Yeah, that's a fast car for being inside your garage.
Can you put lights on that?
Probably, no?
What's that?
I said, didn't you put lights on it? Or didn't lights come with it?
Oh yeah, it has a little light on it in the front. You'll see it when I bring it back around.
Oh yeah, you can see the lights on it when you did the flip.
Yeah.
Oh, this one is too much, man.
Say it's too fast for inside your garage.
That and it has that throttle delay on the ESC, man. So
Oh,
it's hard to gauge it properly. Out in the open area, it's nice though.
why you got that blanket down there?
Kind of like a soft
Helps with the
landing.
grip
Oh, okay.
and that soft landing.
Look at him bust them damn diffs.
We're making them there.
What is that? It
Oh,
ran into
we're-
something?
Yeah,
there's
piece of
John
cardboard
jumping too.
had
I just
taken
noticed
over here.
John's down here jumping too, huh?
Let's get it, John. Let's get it.
Huh.
There you go.
He's got his stuff all taped down.
That's what I do with mine. Or these ramps go all over the place.
Man, all my cars would move like 5 inches in here before hitting something.
Right.
This one's lining up.
I don't have that much space in my fucking garage. Huh.
Yeah. I'm gonna drink while y'all drive.
All right, I'm gonna get one more jump in with this.
Cheers, Mike. Cheers, Mike.
Y'all got the same ramps and everything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
they're
Get them $20 Amazon ramps.
Amazon specials.
Cool. Are they actual RC ramps?
No,
It's made
remember
for
them
the wheel.
the flywheel
wheel?
things they used to have with the pull string?
The wheel that you pull the little rip cord out.
Yeah, and then you just aim it at it and let it jump.
Yeah.
So basically, think of this
It
with
is
a rip
just right.
cord and a stick, and
Yeah.
the wheel flies off and goes up the ramp and jumps up. It was
What?
I think it was in the 90s. That was a toy from the 90s. Might have been the 2000s though.
There you go.
Oh, he said that like he had ordered one or something. I'm about to say, what you about to pull one out the woodwork?
Probably get a double.
Uh-huh. You're not selling me right now, Johnny.
What's that?
You're not selling me on that LMT, bro.
Mhm.
It's spending a lot of time on like a turtle on the top of the shell, bro.
Well, it's what you get on stock controller, and you're just trying to figure it out still.
Gotcha. So it dried different from the big one?
Yeah. The front, the bigger ones, even though the diffs are open, they're a lot more locked than what this is. This is like completely free open. Yeah, you got. I should probably get in there and gum it up a little bit, but
Okay.
just haven't
That
done it
little
yet.
guy, that little guy's got some pep, Sarge.
Oh, it's ridiculous, man. The car goes like almost 50 miles an hour if I put it
That
in
little one, yeah, that little
on the
one's
street.
fast. Stock.
Think you
This
got
looks like it's
Michigan.
crazy. But yeah,
Derp,
let me put
Derp
this one
wants you to
up.
do a double flip.
Oh man, Derp's trying to push it to the limits, huh?
Yeah, Derp said, do a double
I gotta
flip,
stand on this
sucker.
side.
Get it working right, Keith?
No. I don't know what the problem is. It slides. I mean, it slides okay. Yeah,
There it
it's
goes.
There you
sticking
go.
somewhere in the middle.
Is it one of those things like with time, the friction of wear and tear? And
Yeah,
on.
probably. I did a lot of grinding on it too.
Derp, keep it down. I was trying to get him to do it again, man.
You see that one?
Yeah.
I might be
Trying to
having
put
some
a
diff problems over here.
spring on it, but it's
I'm
not going
having
to work with a
crash
spring.
problems over there too.
what you using, like
Yeah, I'm definitely
E10
have some diff
spring?
issues.
Yeah, pen spring.
One side just spinning
I'll probably need two on one on
on the
each
Stock
front.
side.
on.
Yeah, on the front diff. Actually, let's see. Oh yes, something went in the diff, a diff pin or something.
And that thing, it gave you enough parts too to rebuild a whole car on that one.
Yeah, the L-drive pin is still in there. The diff is just spinning right there, so I should be able to get this fixed. Yeah. Let's put this sucker up, get something else out, and have some fun.
Next.
What is next on the list to get broken?
Huh?
Did you get any of your other cars yet?
Oh, not yet. I gotta wait, man. It's gonna take a little bit. Supposed to have one of them by the end of this week. We'll see.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I thought
Friday,
you got
Saturday
that.
time frame.
Don't
Thought
be
you got that
buying
other car
anything,
and the
Sarge.
LMT, no?
The 14T was gonna take well actually that little LMT is gonna take longer.
Oh, okay.
Don't be buying nothing, Sarge.
I don't even know when the next ship date is for those LMTs. I have to hit up my buddy and find
I
out.
don't know. I think it was February.
Something like that. But I did catch it while it was still in stock, so I don't know what'll happen as far as my turn, in the sequence when it'll ship.
Yeah.
They had a very brief moment, like literally like an hour, where they were back in stock. I was like, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it now. Turn off the hypergo.
Give me another pen that don't work. Oh,
Oh, we
Fire
got a
up.
fire down.
Fire up associated.
That one's gonna be fast in there too.
Maybe she can turn the throttle dual rate down, slow it down a little bit.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That and it slips a lot in here. Where to put the steering.
Biggie.
Oh, balance in the air. Jumped it all the way into everything.
Ooh.
Wife's gonna try to go find a pen and none of them are gonna click. Got all the springs out of them.
Oops.
Hmm.
Bring us some beer and run us some RC. Let's go.
Mike. Whoa.
Oh shit.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and get that Fury Tech.
Which one?
The Stinger for the UTB.
Oh, did you see the post Sean put in the WhatsApp? That
Yeah,
That-
the G made.
yeah.
The Jeep.
The fucking Jeep.
Yeah. Another Jeep.
Another faking Jeep.
That'll work.
We got weird weather. I'm not complaining.
See you
What's
later,
that?
Brian.
What's daddy jumping now?
It's his it's a
The 14T truck.
yeah, that's a
Reflex.
14T, just like that other. It's like the one I was running. I had the MT 14.
Yep.
Same platform.
Uh,
Mine's just like a monster truck, and his is a trucky. And they got the buggy.
right.
Yeah, there's two.
They all got the same motor, and seeing them. They're fast. They steer good. They're fast. They're very agile. Ooh, that got up there and that got some air.
Yeah, it did. I should have kept on the gas. I'm trying to learn to jump this one because if I don't get on the gas, it goes rear end heavy, like it turns up, and I get those front end landing.
Yeah, it's just like this mini LMT when it lands, if it lands on one side, it's like, okay, do you land on throttle and try to pull it out, or do you not land on throttle and it rolls over on its roof? You know?
Turtle.
Yeah, exactly. You know? Like I said, it needs some shock adjustments and probably oils changed in it.
How about say some fluids change,
Mm-hmm.
picking them up some.
Yep.
Make it for your kind of driving, not their kind of driving.
Yep.
Exactly. Yep.
But like
do
like
that.
I said, it's just I've just been running it off and on a little bit. I really haven't done any tuning to it yet. I'm just looking at it going, yep, it needs this and this and this.
Yeah. It's
That's
bad.
what, 6-7 foot in the air. No, it's not.
No.
Probably 4 or 5 foot in the air. That's going.
Yeah, it's getting pretty high.
Yeah.
that
Too
was-
hard on that one.
That thing took
That-
off.
Yeah.
I thought, here comes Superman.
Yeah. Mr. Sergeant gonna come out there and be like, yeah, he can't play no more.
A big old hole in the wall.
Live over with.
No. Well, why is the side window of the whatever broken? Because he put a RC through it.
Oh,
This little sucker's fun, man. I can't wait to get that MT, man.
Oh, he about to get the one you got.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was one of those things where he
Well,
saw
just
it
fucking
running.
do it
I'm like,
back there.
oh, okay. I'm gonna get one now.
Got him. I didn't think it had it in it. Can y'all see it when it did that backflip?
I missed it.
Oh, not that time.
Ooh,
No, not that time.
Oh,
Oh, oh, that hurt me.
got it.
Nailed it. Yeah, hard, man. This thing's over here hitting this ramp super hard, breaking a tape already. Put some more tape down. All right, what's going on? Looks like he got up out of there. I know Tony's live right now. He should have just went live at 8.
Yeah. Well,
I
10.
haven't checked out his. Dark said, LOL, dang. Yeah, this thing was getting it.
And you gonna do something different between the two of them, or
The MT in this one,
yeah?
I'll probably go stronger in the MT as far as the electronics, maybe. Maybe do a little bit more
Thought
tuning
maybe
on it
put
than
like a
this.
3S
I'll leave this for the
ESC in
track.
it.
Yeah, something like that, like a Google
Yeah,
3S or
I think-
something. So one of those basic ones in there.
I think the
a
motor
little
would be
hobby
fine.
wing.
Yeah, if you just put a 3 SESC in it.
Yeah, throw a little hobby wing or something. And then for the other one, for this one, I'll just leave this as is because I want to take it to the carpet track when the carpet track's done.
Yeah. No, let you run
It's like
2S
20.
anyways, so
Yeah, I just got the notification that he just started.
Yep.
I have to go check, say what's up real quick in there. But, yeah. Let's run this other one. See if I can get a different camera angle. What time do you think it would? Supposed to meet up tomorrow and on Thursday. There's a lot of bashing in this week. Tomorrow's gonna be out at the pump track. There's a pump track that we want to go to. Greg was out there I think last week, at the end of last week, and it was nice, man. He posted a short video on his channel. He don't really post a lot. But that little pump track is pretty cool. It seems like don't nobody be out there either. When we're out there, I mean, it was still snow out there, so wouldn't be anybody on it anyway. But
yeah, right.
when it's super cold, people don't be out there anyway. That
Yeah.
BMX track though, man, that place was fire.
Huh.
I gotta go back there.
That looked like a good time, Sarge.
Oh yeah. That little track that I was at that you commented on, I like that spot too. That it was perfect for that. My buddy
Yeah.
runs his 6S Mojave out there, and I'm like, man, I don't know how you run that thing out there. It's a little bit bigger and way more powerful. But he said it drives good around that track too. I do have some lipos on the way. Those Ovonics I was talking about. Little Ovonic packs, they should fit right in this little truggy. And also on the Grom as well.
Okay.
Test them out. They should fit right in there. I was looking at the measurements. It's almost the same length as a stock Grom battery in the height and everything. And they're 2,200 milliamp hours instead of that little 1,400.
For where? From what? What?
Ovonics.
Ovonics 2200?
Yeah.
They're too wide.
I don't think
I
so.
bet you,
I was
bet
looking
you
at the
could put them
specs
on
and
their
everything.
side.
If I had to do slight modifications, I don't mind because it's already strapped down using Velcro anyway.
Because I got Ovonic, but they're 1400s. They fit in there perfect.
They fit perfect.
Yeah, but they're small though. That's all. 1400.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking if you got the 2200, if you put them on their side and then strapped it in with a Velcro,
Yeah, it should work.
I think that would work. They're just going to be tall. That's all. You know what I mean? They're going to stick up higher.
Yeah, let me look at the stock one. Let me bring this truck back over here.
Because I'll tell you right now what those Ovonic ones were. Find it. Go orders. Just bought them.
Oh, get this fucker out. Dang, my ESD didn't came loose. I'm glad I opened this up.
Oh, they're 1500s, 50C.
Oh, yeah, ESC just flapping around in there. Dang.
14 by 30. Seeing if I would have went. $2,200.
See, because on this one, there's still some space in here. With the stock Grom battery on the reflex, I got space frontward to backwards and side to side.
Got me
That's
some
in
hinges.
What's it in?
I can wiggle inside the reflex chassis on my truggy. The Grom battery slides around in there.
The Grom does, yeah, because it's a hard case. Yeah, it's almost square on that one.
So 30 millimeters.
Oh. Got me some
wide,
hinges today.
20 millimeters tall.
The what?
Hinges.
Uh,
Some more
See,
E6000.
these are like 2 millimeters or 3 millimeters too wide.
This is 99 long. Those Ovonics that I just got. Let's go to the car. Let's go to orders.
Bet you they're 33.
Hey.
33 by 18 by 87. But they have two different kinds.
Yeah, 33, 18, 87.
See, 33 is too wide. Or that's why I'm thinking these ones right here would be better, but they're only 35C.
And that's to fit which truck though? Your
35
Reflex?
So yeah, the Reflex, yeah.
I wonder if the chassis is exactly the same, right? It's
Yeah.
just slightly different.
Yeah, no, they're exactly the same.
Should be
That's
able to
why
make
it's
it
3
work.
millimeters too big. Yeah, even if you took out the battery little plastic battery things, there's still those little bumps inside, right? On
Well,
on
on
the
this
walls,
one,
on the inside wall,
I only have one bump on my inside wall.
and then there's one on the drive shaft too.
I only have a bump on the drive shaft side.
Oh, you don't have
The
none
other
on
side,
the outside?
on the Truggy, the outside, it just has the retainer area where I could just shave that off,
Yeah.
and then the side of the chassis.
Oh, okay.
There's no bumps on this side.
See, I have a
It,
bump on
it
mine.
offers a lot of room, so I can make it work. Yeah, I think the chassis are just barely like one little fucking probably small minor detail difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
I
make it work.
even measured mine too because I wanted the bigger battery in there.
Yeah, that little bit wider should not hurt me if I just cut the tab off right here on each side.
But the 1500s are 50C.
And that's what the one I got is a 2250C. I'm gonna cut that connector off. I'm gonna put EC3s on mine, or EC2, I think it is. EC2s. That's what I'm gonna put on them. I'll just have all these trucks with EC2s.
Yeah.
And then go from there.
I wish I could mail that battery out.
What battery to where?
Well, I'm probably going to change the end of mine off and put them on EC or XC60s and get rid of
Not a
that.
bad idea.
And get rid of that other battery, the Grom battery.
Yep.
That's a good battery. You should get rid of that battery for me.
I'm just gonna keep my my Grom with that stock battery and just leave it as is.
Yeah, I might do that too. Just
So
to
that'll be
keep
the
it in
only one
truck.
that runs that battery. Yep. And then everything else will have their own
Yeah.
stuff.
You're right.
Because it actually runs good on
'Cause
that battery.
It has a
runs
little
really
charger
good.
for it too.
Yeah. Yeah. So I just use that, and whenever I need to go out there and have some
Yeah.
fun with it, it'll be right there.
I just wish it had a balance lead in it so you could charge it at home.
Yeah. That does suck. But I mean, you can carry around a little. I don't know if you ever had one of the little power banks, a little
Yeah.
mobile power supply thing. You can charge it off of that a whole bunch of times. All right, Truggy is done for the night. Had to re-glue the ESC down. That should be holding now though.
I just glued a little magnet inside my body for that, so the little tiny clips, so I won't lose them now.
Oh, the little clips.
Yeah, the body clips. That way, when I take them off, they go right to that little magnet now.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
My body has a little recess right there, so I just set them in there.
Put a little
About
put a magnet
set 'em in there.
underneath it.
The truck bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just set it in.
That's a good idea.
My big old bear
Just-
claws trying to get them little tiny things out. Is
Yeah.
I just thought of a really dumb idea and I want to run it by you guys.
Uh-oh.
With this PLA, how we were saying that I might need a dryer for it because of how it's acting. I wonder if I put it in one of them storage bins with a thing of the damp rid, them buckets that suck
Oh, I know what
moisture.
you're talking about.
If I
Yep.
set that
Vermiculite.
inside, what's that?
We say like vermiculite.
Oh, excuse me.
No, it's
yeah,
or that damp rid stuff. It's a canister. You just peel the top of it off and you just set it there, and it just sucks the moisture out of it and leaves the water inside the bucket.
Yep.
I wonder if I set that in there with the PLA, if it would do anything.
That probably would help.
go down
That
there,
or
55 fucking
go
well.
to like a plant store and buy some vermiculite.
So
and
this is a
just make
stupid
look
question.
Like use old socks and put it in there, and whatever you store it in, put the vermiculite, and that sucks the moisture out.
They sell
When it's
they
done, it's
sell
wet. John?
dryers.
Well, yeah, I know that, but I'm just saying, to get it started. I
Yeah,
can't see.
You don't have a dehumidifier?
he just
Yeah, I
started
do.
one.
I do. It's running.
Yeah,
like
but
I said, when I was printing earlier, it was hitting the bed and doing this as it was moving around.
Mm.
Yeah,
So it was peeling right up off the bed.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
and you using hairspray? What you using Aquanet? What you using to hold your
Nothing.
like the front of your table?
I don't use nothing.
There's a metal tray that it sits on.
Oh, you got a metal tray?
Yeah.
Did you try adjusting your nozzle height?
No.
I would maybe.
See, even radioactive says you're not level. That's why it's doing it. That's why I was explaining to you.
Yeah,
That's the other thing too. Yeah.
But if I just changed the stuff to what it came with, besides this brand new roll of black, and I'm printing fine, it's not the level. I think it's the PLA.
You see, here's the thing. My printer will, if I get a new print, like if I design something and then put it on there for the first time, the first go at it, it usually screws up. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know why, but it usually screws up. And then if I just clear the plate off and restart the print, it prints it perfectly fine. It'll do that same exact thing.
Mhm.
Like the wing that I printed, it peeled the whole one corner of it off. Why, I don't know. And you could think it was leveling in that corner. I restarted the stupid thing and it printed perfectly fine. But it's usually always my first print. I don't know why. Now, could there be dust? I keep mine covered with a bag. I don't know, but I don't put anything on my pad. I don't put no adhesive. I don't wipe it down with nothing. I don't do none of that. And, if I'm printing away, it's fine, But every now and then I'll start a new print, a new design, and that's when it'll screw up on.
Yeah, like I said, here's my first attempt at what I was trying to print earlier for the wife. And like I said, you could see right over here by the tree how it started getting all
funky.
all funky. So then I restarted it and it got further, and this top part come right off the bed.
What's your bed temperature at?
60.
Nozzle temps at 200?
At 200. I tried to bump it up at 205 or,
I would try just lowering your nozzle like a little bit, just a couple points, like nothing major. Just take it down a little bit. How thick is your test line when it does your test line? Like, is it fairly thick or is it thin?
Dirt's
Like
still
mine,
saying radioactive saying you're not level, man.
okay.
Keep saying
Like I
that.
said, I might not be, but it's just funny how one filament with nothing done to anything prints, and
I
the
mean, you
next
can
one
switch colors and
won't
it'll
do
be
a damn thing.
totally funky. Yes,
You're not level.
Okay.
Mr. Level.
You gonna
That's
keep
what I'm saying.
saying
It's only
Yeah.
could be off just a little bit on one side of the table, and it just messes you all up. That's
Yeah.
why I was asking you, were you printing on one side of the table or the other?
No, I was right square in the center.
Yeah.
Hey, radio.
Yeah, but like it's a different part, so it was longer than that little, what was it, a gear holder you were printing?
Yeah. No, it's this one right here is to hold my tips, my speed tips.
Right, but I'm
there's
saying
the gear holder.
that's two different sizes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the level.
Say what?
Okay.
this one ain't gonna jump too well.
So I'm still not leveled then with the black then.
No, I had a question for radio because I don't know anything about 3D printing. I'm hard. My bed, it has the self adjusters. You level it, blah blah blah, and I did all that when I first got it. But every now and again, before I do a print, it will do its self leveling. You could put it, you just turn it on, it's so self level, and then start printing when you're ready. Does that accommodate for any missed level in the board, or should you go back and level it out again if you're having a problem?
Always manually level it if you can.
I just don't know how many times. Like, if you do it, to me, if the printer doesn't move and it's not moving from that table, why would you have to manually,
Yeah.
True.
But there's still a vibration, That's
Yeah.
what John that's what John said when he first did a couple is the vibration was taking the screws all the way off,
Yeah.
the leveling wheels off.
Yeah.
Because you can torque them
Isn't
down.
that from the
Yeah, because he
the
didn't tighten them up to get them to that tension up in there.
Yeah.
Damn.
radio wants the link?
Okay.
It's in the WhatsApp.
Is he in the WhatsApp?
Yeah,
Are you in the WhatsApp?
isn't he?
I thought he was. I don't know.
Yeah, I think he is.
I thought he was him and Thompson.
I ain't seen Thompson come in there yet.
Thompson came in a couple days ago.
He's in there. He hasn't said anything yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he might have said one thing.
think this buggy needs to go brushless. What do y'all think? It's a little slow.
Faster, faster, faster.
Just say, save your money, Sarge.
It's on its way there, Dwayne.
I might already have the stuff to make this brushless.
What's happening?
Welcome in.
Is that
What's up, buddy?
Where
Yeah,
you
I'm
at,
sick.
Sean?
Still
up,
walking in the
Sean?
airport?
I've been in New York airport since like my flight got delayed at 7
New York.
o'clock. Still here.
The
Near-
thinking. The thinking.
Sucks.
Never heard of Newark Airport.
Newark.
Newark.
New York.
Clark.
Newark. I
Yeah.
thought you say New York.
No, New
No,
York.
Newark.
I've been here since like freaking 6 o'clock this evening. Like. So,
Snow delay or
no, I don't know what the fuck. Now they're saying 11 o'clock they're flying out or something.
yeah.
So we'll see what happens. Sarge J looks like he's having a blast over there anyway.
Question.
Yeah.
We all had this question the other day on the offline. What the hell
Well-
did you do with the RCs?
What did what?
With your RCs?
What about my RCs? What about them?
When you left them in North Carolina?
Yeah, they're in the hotel room. What?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's trustworthy shit right there, bro.
Hopefully they're still there when I get back.
Better
So-
follow that
so-
insurance
I probably
claim.
would have had to hire somebody. Hey, sleep in this room for about 4 days. Watch my
That's it.
RC.
Some kid probably got a really good Christmas present.
Right.
Consuelo
way
cleaned
better
the
than
room
Tonka.
2 times and was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
no one there. No."
Mama, you buy me good tonka.
Yeah.
See?
Like, wow, this one works
Consuelo,
really
the
good.
cleaning lady,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah, they're like, wow, this works really good for a Walmart rig. You know?
Man.
I'm flying back. I'm only going down here now. I'll be there Wednesday, Thursday, and I'll fly back to New York Friday again. Then fly back down there next Tuesday again.
Oh, for New Year's and all that.
Jeez.
Yeah, so I'm going for New Year's. From my hotel address or room number.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, you can pay me. I sit in North Carolina.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah,
up, radioactive man?
Hey guys, can you hear me?
You can afford my per
Yeah,
diem.
yeah.
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 I got cheap per diem. Remember, mine's only 50 a day, so you can afford my per diem.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know.
Just
Man.
Flipping in here.
There'll be some shock in my face if I go into the room tonight and it's empty. You know?
I just got my gas and travel checks.
Yeah.
So, hey, Mitch, that question that you had,
Yeah, buddy.
what printer do you got?
The Ender 3D. Ender 3?
What's up?
The original Ender 3?
Yeah, it's
The
like
Pro.
a V Ender V3 or something
Oh,
like
the
that.
V2? The V2?
V2. One of
Yeah.
them.
So every time your printer goes to print, the nozzle's going to come down and it'll stop above the print bed. If you have auto leveling, it's automatically detecting. I don't know if you have auto leveling on that machine.
It like it doesn't like you could turn the dial and put it onto a self leveling, or
Yeah,
maybe it is
yeah.
auto leveling.
Yeah,
And then it goes
Oh,
around
you
the whole
bastard.
yeah,
bed
it does 16
and
points.
checks all the points.
Okay.
And
And-
then
And then you've got to set your offset, your Z offset, because it's not going to be close enough to the bed. So you've got to go back into the controls, go to your Z offset and put a piece of paper underneath, like just an A4 piece of paper, and just move it, and then keep dropping the nozzle down little, like millimeter at a time, until you feel resistance in the paper, and then you're level.
So
Oh,
it's
wow.
just a little bit of resistance in that
Yeah.
paper.
You just want a little bit of resistance, so you want a little bit of squish when that filament comes out of that 4 millimeter. You just want a little bit of squish, and that's what makes it stick to the bed. If you have zero squish, or it'll be perfect round piece of filament going on your bed, right? You
Yeah,
don't
mine
want
has never. Mine's never been a perfect round.
Yeah, you want a little bit of squish, and that's what you want. You don't want it perfect round. You want a little bit of squish.
Okay.
And
Well, y'all ain't ready
that's
for
what makes
this.
it sticks.
No,
So go ahead. Hey,
the bigger question is there a difference in the thickness in Canadian paper and American paper? You lumberjacks up there might have bigger trees.
Yeah, we've got bigger trees than you guys. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, just check your level every time. Like my printers are behind me. Every time I print, I check my level. Every single time. I don't use anything on any of my printers, like no hairspray, glue stick. I get my level perfect as I can. And then as you're watching that first layer go down, you'll be able to tell if you're too high or too low. You just want to see a little bit of light underneath that print head, right? Until the filament starts coming out. Then you do your offset. Then you just hit that Z offset to adjust it and bring it down or up, whichever you feel it's going to stick better. And John, I think that's probably the problem you're having, is new to printing is always an issue. It's a learning curve. Took me a while to learn too, right? And it's your Z offset is not close enough after you do your auto level. After your auto level is done, the printer should tell you now to do your Z offset. Most of them do, the newer ones. They'll say set your Z offset, and that's where you take that piece of paper, like you see on YouTube all over the place, and you just keep going down until you feel a little bit of resistance. And it's going to change. Everywhere on the print bed, it's going to change because they're not 100% flat. There's no way they're ever going to get that 100% flat. They're close, but they'll never get it flat. And it all depends on the print surface that you have. If it's glass or the metal spring, like I have the metal spring, probably just like you do, John, that's the best surface I've ever printed on. I have never had a stick issue on my Aligo that has that springboard, metal spring. That's the best surface I've ever printed on. And glass used to be my favorite.
So John, just keep going down to get resistance.
Don't go too far. You start jamming it into your print bed though. That's why the paper's there. You just keep moving a little bit of a piece of paper underneath it. Just keep moving it till you feel resistance. Just till you feel resistance.
Resistance is futile.
And what kind of printers do you have? What brand?
Mostly Creality. I have the Creality SEs, which are all auto leveling. The Aligo is one of my newer ones, but every other printer I have, except for my big Delta, is Creality.
I like that one. I like that one. Sparks. Just advertised. You see that one? That one RC Sparks just showed up. He's printing the van body. It's a nice printer.
No, I didn't see that.
It's in like a nice big box, a nice big glass door on it and everything. Like,
oh, is it a? Yeah, it's probably one of the newer Crealities. They're okay. I don't.
No, it's not a. It's not a Creality.
Oh, Bamboo.
Bamboo, yeah.
The Bamboos. Yeah, they're nice printers.
Yeah, it looks nice. The prints that's coming out for them look really nice.
They print fast. Like,
Are you familiar with the X1?
X1. Yep, I know the name X1. That is Sidewinder.
I think so.
It's a big bitch, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Sidewinder. It's an older machine, noisy as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, the old machines are noisy as hell. The newer ones have the silent.
That's why I just download a file and send it to somebody. So I don't have to do all that shit.
That's right, I
My
mean,
wife
Sean,
had bought it. That was her toy, and that was what she was playing with.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember
Yeah.
that.
And it's like now it's just sitting up there collecting dust, and it's like she basically bought every color of PLA in the world before she decided to, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, it's
stuck with it.
you'll get it. Like Kurt sounds like you've got it down pat. You're figuring it out.
Yeah, slowly.
Yeah, I was gonna try and sell that one and just get an Ender because
You
it
just
seems
gotta-
like Ender is easier.
No,
Just gotta start.
go with that
printing
Elegoo. Go with that Elegoo Neptune Pro 3 or the Neptune Pro 4. They're amazing machines. Like that thing, I got that out of the box, leveled it, and I haven't had to touch it since. I just do my Z offset. I watch the first layer go down and I do my adjust as I'm printing. Once I leveled it, I don't touch it.
Okay.
That's a hell of a nice printer and great for beginners. Like I don't have any expensive stuff. It's how I slice it, and that's where I spend most of my time on my files is slicing them, setting my right slicer settings and getting that nice clean print. Like I just did a couple stands because I'm running out of RC room. And I don't know, like that came off of that machine at 80 millimeters per second in 6 hours, and it's smooth as smooth can be.
Sweet.
It is an amazing machine. It's my favorite now.
And I should take the guys up. Columbia University, they actually give me keys to the lab and said anytime I want to go, just go. Like I put in all them Maker 3D printers or something there.
Ultimaker?
Yeah, I built
the Ultimakers. Yeah, they're expensive machines. Yeah.
Yeah, I built a big huge lab in Columbia University for them. They told me anytime you want to use them, here's a key. They give me a key to get into campus, to get into everything. Like I should just take them up on it and go print a load of shit some weekends when I'm there.
Yeah, they're nice printers, Sean. They're high-end printers, right?
Oh, dude, they're expensive as hell. It's like fucking crazy.
They're the ones that give us Cura, right? Our slicing program is Ultimaker.
Yeah.
They're the ones that give us Cura at no charge. And they've been updating it, and like do the updates on it, guys, please, because it does help with your prints. Every time Ultimaker wants to update Cura, update it because it does help. And it'll save all your settings for all the printers that you have set up in there. It doesn't take them away, but it gives you new features and it's better slicing, and it just makes sure you update that Cura if you're using Cura. That's all.
And it'll automatically save all your previous settings. Yeah.
Yep. It doesn't erase anything that you've done. Doesn't take out your printers. Nothing.
That's not bad. Excellent.
All right. I just got done leveling this. I don't know if you could actually tell if I was to.
Why don't you?
Next
can you
to
put,
it.
John, can you put your camera around on the printer? He might be able to help you better. Didn't he?
Yeah, I was getting ready to do that.
Yeah, he might be able to help you better. Like so.
Did you do the machine leveling first, John?
I did me leveling it, and then I did the auto, and that's where it's sitting right now.
Go down a little lower.
Go down a little lower on the Z.
No, go down on your camera.
So your camera's sort of level with the plate, John, can you?
You got to talk, John, so you go big.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Say something, John.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're way too high.
I'm way too high.
Put a piece of paper underneath that, John. That looks like a pretty thick piece of paper.
Well, that's the piece of paper that come in their box.
There's a big gap.
Yeah, and you can freely move that, John.
At the moment,
paper,
yeah. You got to keep going down.
Keep going down till you find a forbidden land.
Keep going down till she gives you some friction.
Friction.
That's what she said. Friction.
So,
you're going up. You're going up.
Yeah, you're going up.
Yeah, I realize that now.
Do a home.
Carrying firearms to the TSA.
Grab her by the ears, John, and push her back down.
Let her do a home and then go from there. Because that'll be your Z offset. Wherever it stops, that's your current Z offset.
It's kind of interesting.
Take that paper out because it's trying to self-level it. Yeah. Let it do, you see the little nipple come down? That's what she said. Home it again, John, without that paper there. Your Z offset is way off. That is the Creality S.
It's the Pro S1.
S1 Pro. Okay. Come on, do a home. She's not doing your home.
Not at the moment. She's doing what she wants to do.
Shut it off. When in doubt, turn the bitch off. It just resets the motherboard.
219 for Ender 3 though. V3 SC3D. What is that?
Oh,
Guru,
that was crazy.
Guru, go with that Elegoo, my friend. Go with that Elegoo. You will not be disappointed.
Ooh.
I have the Neptune 3 Pro, and there's now the Neptune 4 out, but I'm fine with my Neptune 3. Love that machine.
Gee. It's a Neptune 3 Pro. And that is
Woo, that's way off. Why are you so high?
I don't know.
Smoked a
Because he's
little
been
too much.
smoking
Too
all
much
day.
herb.
that ain't bad.
Lay off that shit, John.
Oh, she just went back down. Did you do that or did that do it?
Yeah,
on-
I just did that.
That's a Creality, so it's probably running Marlin, so you should be able to adjust it as it prints too.
Yeah, should I drop it down more?
Yeah, get that paper under there, and then it should give you the option to in the EI to say set Z home, and or set Z is what it should say, and then it'll allow you to go set. The probe is out again, is it? God, I hate those probes.
Yeah. Tell you about it. Don't like to get
Yeah.
probed.
The aliens don't like it either when you fight back.
The aliens love the probe.
Not when you fight back, they don't.
Get the fuck out of here, for
All
real.
right, I'm gonna Google that shit.
I might have to do that one. 237.
Which one, Guru?
The Elegoo Neptune 3 Pro,
Yep, that's what I got.
and it's coming with black and white filament.
That's a good deal, man. Jump on that if you're
Yeah.
looking for one.
How much is that one, Guru?
239.
That's actually not bad at all, is it?
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
300 bucks Canadian right now on Amazon.
Yeah,
For
because I
me.
googled.
That's what I'm
I,
on Amazon. 239.97.
Yeah, that's about
I
right.
googled that.
They did have
Yeah.
it here by Friday.
I googled that bamboo that Sparks has, and it was like fucking $1,900 or something. I was like, wow,
Yeah, bro.
that's crazy.
Not just to play for a couple days, because that's all it's gonna be. I'm gonna play for a couple days, and then
John, that's the S1 Pro.
Yeah.
Oh, nice landing, Sarge.
Not that one though.
2 out of 3 ain't bad. Know what he said?
A little more. No, I'll try it. A little more.
What menu part are you in, John? Are you in move Z and set Z to 0, or are you at Z offset?
My recovery vehicle.
Axis
Turn
movement right now.
Turn the camera, John. Turn the camera, John. More head on.
I can see it.
That's upside down.
That's upside down.
Yeah, move over to your left. Go to your left a little, John. There you go. Right there. Over there.
Okay. I think you're in the, I don't know that freaking system.
There's home.
Okay, go to that's your main screen right there, right?
Yep.
Okay, now go to settings. Okay, go back. Ready? Okay, now go back and look at the top there. You see where it says Z? That's your offset, is the negative 0.20. That's what your offset is right now. Can you click on that? Will it take you anywhere?
I gotta go
okay.
over to here.
It's just a different system than my other ender that I have, or my Creality machines. Hit that Z home. See what the machine does. Where it says, yep, that one. Take that paper out. One of them is going to be your Z home to set Z at 0. And your other setting is going to be the Z offset to adjust your axis. And I just don't know which one it is for that machine. Because you want when it does its auto home, you want that set at 0. Now go back. Can you show me your screen again, John?
The 4.8.
Go back one before you touch anything else. Just go back to your main screen. Still 2.20. Okay. Do an auto level. Start over. Start there and then go back to your Z offset and start all over. Sometimes it just takes time.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucker still has adjustable knobs on it too.
Snowed a little bit so far.
You can adjust it without, you should be adjusting by those knobs, John. Your spring knobs.
Yeah.
Well, so he said he got it level with those.
I had it level and it was to the point where it was running, and then with it moving, it just bounced them loose.
Yeah, they're probably not tight enough.
He had the knob in one hand and got it level.
Well, there's where, let's get it going here.
There we go. Yeah, those springs look really loose, John. Those are the yellow springs too, so they should be really compressed right now.
There's the yellow springs you said?
Yeah, those are yellow springs, so they're the high-end springs that you've got on there. And they should be really compressed tight. And then you can adjust your level by using those knobs in each corner of the bed. That gets your bed way closer to level.
All right, nerds, I'm getting out of here because the plane actually pulled up to my gate. So hopefully I'm going to fly out of here soon. So
Safe travels, my brother.
Safe travels, Sean.
See you later, Sean.
Safe travels. Be safe.
Tighten them right up to whatever, and then back them out.
Yeah, like my Ender 3 originals, I have them all. When I start my level, I tighten them right down, all 4. And then because you have auto leveling, then let the machine do auto leveling and then do your own four corner and center leveling with those knobs after you do a home.
Okay.
The more
So we'll-
the more pressure you have on those springs, the less that bed's going to move.
Okay.
If you have less
And I'll let it
pressure,
finish doing its. I'll let it finish doing its thing now, and then I'll
yeah, you're better off
tighten
tightening
them up
those.
and then rerun it again.
Yeah. Whenever I have all my printers that I have the springs, I've tightened them right down, and I've actually lowered my sensors so that my Z offset goes even lower. Like my gantry will go even lower.
Mm-hmm.
That's something you learn after figuring out that spring needs to be tight. So my springs have barely any space in between them. On my
Green Frog,
machines.
what's up,
So-
dude? You need to jump in here, man.
What's up, Green Frog?
Keegan,
Cool. Damn, this is very informative. Thank you, Dwayne.
Heck yeah, it is.
no worries.
I'm over here. I'm over here listening in, learning a bunch because I haven't gotten one yet, and I have a place to put one, but I just haven't gotten around to buying one yet.
Oh, yeah.
237 ain't bad buy, bro.
No, that's a good buy.
Said-
Cooler. That's a good buy.
It comes with black and white filament.
Yeah, that's a good buy. You'll be happy with that machine. That's the one I got sitting right there. It's an awesome machine.
Sweet.
I printed, I got a buddy that lives just down the street, block over, who's a big RC four-wheel drive guy like me. And I printed him off a set of K10 bumpers on that printer and did 100% infill on them. And you can't even tell that it's a printed bumper. That
Sweet.
machine, and I did it at 60 millimeters a second. I think I set that for, and that's a pretty fast print at 60 millimeters. And you can't even see the layer lines. Like it's just an amazing printer. And that was at 0.16 millimeter layer height. Just amazing. They turned out just awesome.
Cool.
Oh, I got so this is a K10 bed that I printed on that machine. And you can barely, all you can see is my glue line right here for the tail light area. That's printed on that machine out of PLA, 100% infill. That is a K10 truck bedside.
Sweet.
Awesome machine, man. Awesome machine. I just love it.
Like that.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Like the first or the last was the last purchase in 2023 will be a 3D printer.
I stayed away from buying them. They went on sale pretty good here for the holidays. I just no, I got enough. I got no more room. I'm trying to find room for my trucks. I got the STX6 and I had
you just bought that
printers.
STX6.
Yeah, I had to put printers down below, and I've got one sitting right here beside me. I got printers everywhere. I had to move 3 of them just so I could fit my 6 right there.
Yes, sir.
I got nowhere else to put my shit. Sergeant Jay's just hammering it over there. Mitch, you got quiet.
We made it to the ground. Huh?
I'm getting tired, buddy.
Time is it there for you?
It's almost 11 o'clock.
Oh yeah, it's only 9 o'clock for me. Yeah. But hey, no snow for Christmas in Alberta, Canada. None.
Wow.
Not a drop.
No snow in Jersey either.
What was your temp? What was your temp out there?
+5 today, Celsius.
Okay. So
Yeah.
that's what, about 37 or
Give or take
yeah.
5C to Fahrenheit.
All those 2S batteries
41.
are 34 millimeters.
Yeah, it was 55 here yesterday.
2 weeks ago, we had plus 18
Wow.
one day. Yeah. Windy as shit, though, like 90-kilometer-an-hour winds down here in the prairies. But 18 degrees in December in Canada is not heard of ever. So, yeah, it's been kind of weird this year. We had a brown Christmas.
Right. So it prints 11 inches high and 8 inches wide.
Yeah, it's a good size. It's comparable to an Ender. It's not
Hey,
huge.
John,
Yeah.
are you still on, you're still on, Boom, ain't you?
It's not what?
On what? Yeah.
It's not huge, Guru, but it for what I do for my RCs, it works perfect. Like, I don't know what you're planning to print, but
RC stuff.
yeah.
Hey,
Like-
springs are too small. I'm sorry.
Like those bed rails that I showed you for the RC 4-wheel drive K10, they come in 2 pieces. You glue them together. And they're most of those type of stuff you can fit on that printer.
I think my
Is that something you printed vertically, laying down?
Vertically.
I recently was on a live not too long ago, and the dude that was on there, I never met him before. I forget his name, but he was printing on an angle. I'm like, how the heck do you print on an angle?
You can
He was
print on an
printing on
angle.
C
Yep.
body.
Yeah, you can print on an angle. You just have supports below it,
Oh, yeah.
right? You print. A lot of guys are doing. I can't remember what slicer it's called that allows you to print on an angle on an FDM printer. And some items it make like I've never had to. I just print with a raft and then supports, and you get the same idea instead of doing angles. But I've never had to worry about that. I can't remember what slicer is allowing them to do that. Kira does not yet, but I hear they're working on that.
Yeah, that's where it is after I just tightened everything down.
Well, you're closer. Now, when you do your Z offset, use your springs.
Okay.
Raise your bed, go move your print head. Don't bump anything. Like your print head, your stepper motor should be off so you can move your print head.
We get into that menu.
And just turn on. Oh, no, you don't want it to raise up. You want it to stay at home and then be able to move your print head side to side and your bed so that you can move to all 4 corners of your bed to do your leveling.
All right, I bashed that.
I think my springs are ain't strong enough.
The one thing I haven't bashed yet is the Mini T 2.0.
That's where it went to when I just hit home.
I'm gonna have to find some springs.
Can you now move it without the motors keeping it in place?
Yeah.
Jesus, that's really high.
It's at 4.6 right now. There's at 0.
Now move it. Does it rub on the bed if you move the head over?
Well, I'll tell you guys I got 51 out of the 4S Mojave today. Almost.
Yeah,
52.
that head's just about touching it.
Can you move
Yeah.
the head? Yeah, there you go. Now put your paper in there.
51 miles an hour.
That's your home. So if that's your Z
Yeah.
offset right there, and that paper
Nice.
fits underneath there,
Mhm.
is there any resistance?
No.
Now move your springs. till you get that resistance. We're gonna make a 3D print out of you yet, John.
What's that?
We're gonna make a 3D printer out of you yet, bud.
Just so there's resistance.
Okay, now go to the other side and do the same on all 4 corners twice. You have to do it about at least twice, because as you move the other 4 corners, it's going to change the other corners. Can you disarm your motors?
I don't know. How do I do that? Manual?
Yeah, in that software, I'm not sure, but there should be a way to disarm your motor so that your stepper motors aren't holding your head.
Damn it, these are too big too.
So you don't have to use, because that way you're trying to do it yourself, right? Takes forever to get over there.
Yeah, I'm moving 10 millimeters at a time.
Yeah. Yeah, ultimately what you want to be able to do.
Hey, your 3D printer's on fire.
Right.
Damn.
I wonder if old Zoom's gonna let me change my camera.
I guess one hinge will work, okay, huh?
Why isn't it moving that way? Oh,
You have to move the bed. The bed is that's the problem with having to do it with the machine, right? That's why I'm saying you should be able to oh, hey, it did work. Now you can see my printers. So you should be able to move your head with your own hand, right? And your bed. That's disarming your motors. So that when you're doing your level with your knobs underneath. Make sure I don't spill my drink. That would really suck because it's a liquor. And you're doing it.
Loosen the belt to slide it over?
No.
Okay.
You got to disengage your motors. So there's got to be an area in your, once you hit home, like you're sitting at home in the center of your bed, that you can turn your stepper motors off and nothing moves. It's just like it's disarm motors. Then you don't want to touch your gantry, of course, because you don't want to go up and down, but you just want to be able to move your head from corner to level it, right? Putting your paper in and then to center and then back to this end and then back to that corner, far back corner, that corner, and then back in and then back to center.
That's when I shut mine off.
You shouldn't have to shut it off.
Oh, well, yeah, I just turned mine off and it makes it, you can do all that with it.
Yeah, there should be a way for you to turn, like on my Elegoo, I can just turn the stepper motors off.
Oh, okay.
Disengage stepping motors. These little motors that do your steps.
Huh? Kurt?
What?
He turns it off and said, fuck it.
I turn it off so I can adjust it.
Turned it off. Fuck it.
You'll get it, John.
Yeah.
I know it's frustrating. It's frustrating trying to level that thing out.
And use YouTube, man. I'm telling you, especially for any Creality printer, there's a lot of guys that show you how to walk through that stuff, even using the AI in it, like the electronics. They'll show you how to turn off your stepper motors, that type of stuff.
You almost need to write down which way the wheel goes. So if the wheel goes, if you're spinning it to the left, it goes down. Spin it to the right, it goes up. It's backwards. It seems like it's backwards.
Yeah.
And if you don't write it down, you're going to forget on the next one. You go to the next one and you're like, oh shit, which way should I go with this one? And then
No, but you'll be able to see it. You'll see the bed going away or
I know,
to
but
the
then you
nozzle, right?
get so far out of whack, you got to start all over again.
Once I level it, after that, when I start my print, all I do is I lift my printer up like this and I watch it. And I look for the light underneath before once it comes down in homes and then moves over to do its prime line. I watch it do its prime line, and then I have to do my adjustments if I see that on this printer because it's an older one. I have to use the knobs. But on the newer ones are the ones we own now, the quieter ones. You have that ability in the AI to do a millimeter up or down or 10 mil, whatever you set it to.
Yeah.
But before I used to just lift up my printer like that and eyeball it. Every level now I can just eyeball it. And that you'll get used to it. Once you get used to your printer, you'll be able to eyeball it.
I have a crooked eye, so.
Yeah, me too. I'm right out the whack. That's why I got to lift the printer up. I got old man eyes too, Kurt.
Yeah.
33 years looking down gun sights, man.
Yeah, it took me forever to level that bed because I always forget. Turn left. No. Oh, right.
Guru, you won't have that issue. There's no knobs on the Elegoo.
Oh, nice.
It's all in the programming. You just set your offset. And when you get it, you got a problem, let me know. I'll walk you through it, man. We can do a Zoom or a live or something. We'll walk you right through it, brother. We'll get you going. It's an easy machine. Easy peasy.
Sweet.
That's what they all say. It's easy, and then they start speaking another language, telling you how to do it. And it's
like, come on! I've been doing it for
there, man.
What, 5, maybe 6 years now, and I'm in my 50s, brother. You can do it, man. If us old fuckers can do it, you can do it.
Hey, I'm pretty proud of myself. Prior to me owning my printer, I had just purchased my first laptop that I've ever owned, and the only reason why I bought it was because I needed a data log for my RC cards. So my wife went and bought me a 3D printer for Christmas a year ago, and I'm like, "What the heck did you buy me a 3D printer for? I don't even know anything about a computer. I don't even know how to do a file. Like, I don't know nothing. I can barely put a YouTube video on YouTube, and you bought me a 3D printer. Dude, I went to YouTube and just watched every single, if I had a question, I just YouTubed it. And I managed to do it. I mean, I can print stuff, I can design stuff, I can, I'm not the best at it, but I can do it,
Yeah.
That's what's up.
I watched 3D Printing Nerd and Neary's 3D when I first started, and I watched every single video that they've done on how to print. And within 6 months, I stopped watching them because I had it figured out. And then I got a second printer, and then I got a third printer, and then I went big and got a big Delta printer, and then it just I went stupid.
It's like, I think for the first 2 months I had the printer, that's all I did. I would come home from work and just sit in front of the computer, and design something, print something. And the hardest part for me to figure out was, okay, so you're on Blender, right? And you design something. Well, how do you get the measurements, like from a micrometer in millimeters to on your Blender program, the same as your Creality slicer, and then have it print the same exact?
Yeah.
That was the hardest thing in the world to figure out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, now I do test prints on like stupid stuff and just measure it after that. And I don't know how to I forget how to change the settings in Blender or how to make it more accurate, but I just basically, like, for a regular screw for the armas, a 2.5, I know that in my program, if I make it a 3 millimeter hole, it comes out perfect. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. You can do that in Cura in the slicer too, eh? So you can have your basic design, and in Cura, on the left-hand side of Cura, you're able to do some adjustments, including Z, X, Y, and Z. You can change those millimeters individually or all at the same time. So you can change something from 100% to 110%. So for example, you have a round hole like that. You can keep the same diameter, but if you want it 6 inches longer, you can change that in the slicer and it'll make it 6 inches longer, but not change your diameter. You can do that in Cura. You don't have to take it out and do it in a different program and then put it back into Cura. You can do that right in Cura. Like this is the stands for my RC stand, and I didn't like the first one, so I just went back into the slicer, made it taller, and printed it again because it was a perfect circumference. I just needed it taller.
That's
You can
pretty
do that.
cool.
Right, you can do that right in the slicer.
Because that's the scale of it, right? You just changing the scale.
Yeah.
And then, so you're saying Cura, is the Creality slicer the same? I know you can change scale in Creality, but like you change Z and all that. But my thing is when you change it in that, say this receiver box that I made.
Yep.
You know, like I designed this and I wanted it to be smaller. So I went back in the blender and made everything smaller and then went and resliced the new one and made a smaller one.
Yep.
Now, in the slicer, if I would have scaled this down, that would have changed all my settings for it would have changed everything.
Yep.
It would have changed my holes, my
holes.
screw holes. It would have changed all of it, right?
That's right.
So I
If you
can't
had certain
just-
items. Yeah.
Yeah, only on certain. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
I got you.
If you had to, yeah, because you're scaling the whole item down, the holes are going to be scaled down per percentage that you scale it down. Yeah. Yeah. But if you're doing stuff like this, that's simple.
Yeah, like a cylinder or something.
Cylinder, or you want that box to be an inch higher, you can just set that in Cura to make that box 1 inch higher, and it won't affect anything else because you can just do your Z and your X and your Y separately in Cura.
Now, this may be a tough question to ask on that one, but if, say, this object, let me try and get the light right. See how I have that hole in it?
Yeah.
If I was to make that higher, would it take that hole up higher too?
Yeah, and it would make it bigger because you have that hole there. It would make it bigger.
All right.
It won't actually, it won't actually move the hole up. It'll stretch it basically.
Just stretch it out. Yeah.
In
I
the
got you.
slicer. Yeah. If you do it in the slicer. Yeah.
Good to know.
Good to know. Google, man. Google and YouTube are our friends.
Yeah. My next thing that I did a little bit of researching into and a little bit of looking into, but man, all my holes that I've been making, that I've been putting screws in, blank hole. And I haven't for the life of me been able to figure out how to make threaded holes yet. Like, how do you get the actual the thread pitch into a blender program? You know what I mean?
Make
To
your hole
actually make a
smaller.
threaded hole.
Make your hole smaller. Make sure it's 100% infill on the bottom. So when you're
Yeah, and then
you're slicing your bottom, make sure you're putting as many layers as the bottom thickness is. So if it's a 4 millimeter layer bottom, make sure that you're doing 100% fill in.
Kind of like your wall thickness.
Yeah, and make those holes smaller, and your screw will put the threads in there.
right, just thread it in.
Well, that's what I've been relying on. I've
Yeah,
been
because
relying
it's
on
PLA.
making them tight and then just making the screw go into it.
Yep.
And at one point, I made one thing that I was like, these screw holes are way too small. So what I did was I actually heated up the end of the screw and then just
Screw it in. That's a good idea.
Right. You know, and just let it harden and let it cool down. And then I took the screw out of it and it worked great.
Yep. Yeah. As
But-
long as you've got 100% infill on that bottom.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have 100% infill, you have a chance of it weakening there, even though you've heated it and melted it. If there's not 100% infill around it, it's going to weaken it. Depending on what you need it for. Like for a receiver box, I think you'd be fine.
Yeah.
It'd probably be, that's probably the
Until you
easiest
hit
way.
the curb at 110. At 110, PLA ain't going to take it.
Just self-tap
I'll tell
it.
you that right now.
I
But the
take
nice
my-
thing about PLA, you just sprint off a new one. Like,
Yeah.
that's what I like about the 3D printing. If I break something like a bumper, I don't do a lot of like links and stuff like that, but I'll print bumpers. If it breaks, I just print another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you know, I'm surprised about the PLA. I've been making this one body mount I mean, it's simple. It's a rectangle, basically.
Yeah.
But I've been using it. I have it on 3 of my cars now because I have crashed the other one at like 100 miles an hour. One of them I've crashed at like 128. That body mount has not broken yet.
Yeah.
But I've printed it at like 80% infill. I've made it, you know, and it is just like merely a rectangle, like a long, you know.
Yeah.
This one.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, do
But-
100%, that sucker ain't gonna break.
Exactly, and it handles a lot. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I was kind of surprised, but like you said, you know, it's like I've made front body mounts, and I tried to make the posts. Well, that was a learning curve because I didn't
Yeah.
have the holes on the body right, and I went to push the body on, it wouldn't go on, and I tried to just, you know, kind of push a little bit, and pink, both of them posts snapped right off. It was like. It wouldn't stick, you know. It's the way it just sits right. That's when I've learned that when you print like a post on top of something, it's just merely on top. It just sits right on top of it.
And
So there's
that's
no
Yeah.
horizontal strength to it or shear
right.
to it. Shear
Because
strength
it's just
to it. I guess.
it's layer after layer after layer
Yeah.
after layer, and then up to the post. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be very strong.
No,
No.
they're not.
Nope.
They're not.
Prime example right there.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
just something
Yeah.
just like that.
Yeah, if it comes straight out, if it's like the bumpers that I'm printing for the RC 4-wheel drive trucks, it's this way on my print bed. So I make sure that it's 100% infill, and there's holes in it, right, to mount into the bumper mounts. So I make sure it's 100% infill all the way for that whole bumper, and those have strength because it's printing this way, and then infill is going different ways.
Yeah.
It's not going like this.
Yes.
That's where you lose your strength, is doing that circular. When your infill is going in, and then the next infill goes the opposite way, and then the opposite way, that builds strength at 100%. So a lot of my prints I do 100%, that the bumpers, the RC stuff like that,
Yeah.
because I want that strength. And I've never
Yeah.
broken one of those bumpers. I've
No.
never broken a pole or I've cracked one, nothing.
Yeah.
I've got a rear bumper on my JK, and I've dragged that across rocks and hooked it up on rocks, and it hasn't chipped, busted, nothing. And that's PLA and PLA plus. I've tried PETG. I hate it. It looks like shit. It prints like shit. It's stronger, but it's a bitch to print. PLA
Have
and
you-
PLA plus.
Have you ever used the carbon infused
I tried
PLA?
it once, and I went through 4 nozzles on one print.
Really?
Yeah, it eats your brass nozzles. You have to get a hardened steel nozzle with it, and they're not cheap.
I
And
got
then-
it.
And then the heat is different in that hardened steel than the brass. So I did it with brass. I tried it with a brass, and I went through 4 nozzles on a very small print to see how it would look. And it's strong, very strong, but I went through 4 nozzles.
Yes, I heard you.
It just eats your nozzles to shit.
I could, now that you say that, I could totally understand that.
Yeah.
I mean,
It
I have a
turns-
pretty good understanding of carbon fiber, and I never even thought of that. Because I mean, when I first heard of it, I'm like, they're taking plastic and infusing it with little bits of carbon fiber.
Yeah.
You know, and to me, at first, I thought to myself, well, how strong could it actually be? Carbon fiber is basically, its strength comes from like concrete and rebar. You know, the same concept where with carbon and plastic that's melted down, how much stronger could it be? Because you're not getting a weave through it. You know what I mean?
Strong.
It's
strong.
just particles, but
Yeah. It's strengthening your PLA basically, right? It is very strong, but those fibers on brass, so that a 4 millimeter nozzle, I tried to measure one and I think it was almost 7 millimeters wide when I got done.
wow.
Like there was filament coming through there like you wouldn't believe, man. It just destroyed that just
Wow.
ate it to shit.
That's crazy. Well, I'm glad I didn't try and do that though.
Yeah, I tried it once. Yeah. Just to see, like I had to experiment too, right?
Yeah, but
So I've tried ABS. ABS is good if you've got an enclosure and you can keep it hot. It's a strong plastic. It's good, but you got to have that enclosure, like the bamboo machine or a Creality enclosed machine. It's
that's
stronger.
like the Lego plastic, right?
Yeah. But have you ever seen Scale by Chris's items? His scale items, Scale by Chris, his RC 4-wheel drive little scale items. He uses ABS, and the print quality is just brutal. PLA gives you such a better print quality than ABS that's why I started printing my own stuff, because I hated paying the price for garbage or for molded stuff from RC 4-wheel drive or wherever we were, yaw racing. Hell with that shit. I started printing because I wanted to make my own. And if it
We'll
breaks,
go ahead and kill it alive. Nobody in here, so let's go ahead and kill it.
everybody's gone.
Appreciate the guys that did come through. Yeah, everybody's left. They're probably off doing their things. Tuesday night, ain't nothing happening.
Derp gone too.
I think so. I haven't seen him post in a while. He
Yeah.
posted that last
man,
post a
we
long
want to
time
see
ago.
RC cars, not 3D printers.
Hey man, I was bashing. They got a good feel of RC tonight.
Yeah, we kind of took over on you there, Sarge. Sorry, buddy.
Oh, I ain't worried about it. Stream is ended on that end.